it's time for watching. This is the W part of playing, watching, and reading, which is the acronym that makes power up. What's up? My name is Maude Garrett. You are joined by Trisha Hirschberger. We have a guest on today who's soups into playing. Have you watched that part? If so, yay. But now it is time to do watching, because there is so many hours in the day that after we've finished playing, we can jump on and either watch a movie or a show. So we've got ALANAH Pierce here to tell us what she's currently watching. Hey, ALANAH.
Hi. Look, I don't do a lot of watching because I do a lot of playing. So I don't watch a lot of TV really at all. It's like a spot that I've missed. So I actually, just since lockdown started, or maybe it was a little bit beforehand, started watching the US version of The Office. Smashed through that. Feel like I should give that a quick shout. Yes, I'm on season 8 now, and there have been like some highs and lows. Season 8 is not grabbing me a ton so far, but yeah. So for the most part, have very much enjoyed it. Watched a lot of Forensic Files. Good stuff. But yeah, I also started watching the Clone Wars, which
for the first time.
Yes, I'm on season 5, I believe.
My first question with Clone Wars: are you watching it in the chronological order, or are you watching it in the released order?
I am watching it in the released order, which I know people suggest doing it the other way around, but yeah, I'm cool with the orders that it's in. Yeah, and I actually skipped the entirety of season 1 by public recommendation. And have not found that I missed any gaps because of that. I'm not having any issues understanding that really at all. Because I know people say that like season 1 has a lot of growing pains. People have trouble getting into it. So I started from season 2, and yeah, I like it a lot.
It's great, huh?
Yeah, it's really, really, really good. And I keep being like, how is this for children? There's so much dark stuff that people get decapitated. There's all this like torture. Like, it's not a kid's show.
No, I was going to ask you that, ALANAH, because I have not introduced my tiny human to Star Wars yet, but there are a lot of people out there that are like, the Clone Wars is a great way to introduce your tiny human to Star Wars. But I know so many adults that like are very into dissecting it at like a very heady level. Would you recommend this for children? Do you think this is a kid's show?
Maybe season 1, but otherwise no.
Okay.
I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like maybe a 12-year-old would be fine. But that said, I was playing GTA at like 10, so I have like a warped view of maybe you'd be fine. I don't know, but there's definitely some stuff that happens in it that I find really creepy, like that I keep thinking while watching it, like, damn, what do kids think of what just happened here? It's also just very political. Like, there are absolutely episodes that are mostly just political figures talking, very much like The Phantom Menace, which I guess kids still very much enjoy. But it's just like a lot of that stuff that I'm really surprised that it's marketed as a kid's show, because it comes across as so mature. But I'm trying to very quickly catch up to get to the new season that I guess Disney finally allowed or greenlit after canceling the show when they took Lucasfilm over, which is a huge bummer because the Clone Wars is awesome and people really like it. So trying to catch up. Trying to avoid spoilers. Please, no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers at all in chat, please, in comments or anything. Because, yeah, I think I've seen a lot of people give reactions to the ending without being spoilery, and it gives me serious FOMO. I'm sure it does for you as well, watching it now.
Well, again, I'm just not paying attention to any of the current conversation about what's happening, and like I don't want to see any of it. Get all of it away from me. I'm just trying to catch up.
Some of the articles came out, and like I follow Sam Witwer, who voices Maul in it, and he kind of like just defined quite vaguely what the finale was about, and I was like, dude, because I am rewatching the entire Clone Wars. I think I watched them for the first time in 2015. But I watched them in the order of release. I went all for season 1. I'm a bit like that, though. Even if someone says start at book 2 or start from season 2, I want to know all of it.
I usually would too. I guess I didn't for this because I had been told by multiple people that season 1 is really childish, and they were like worried it would put me off it because I'm a person who doesn't watch a lot of TV. So it's like maybe I wouldn't have stuck with it. I don't know. But when did it first come out, Maude?
2008 for the first season of that one. Yeah, but the what the Clone Wars do is flesh out the best storylines from between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So you're tackling these really, really big things, and you know where it's going to go, but it really goes into Anakin's turning to the dark side and his relationship with Padme. So like that alone, all of it really, really makes the prequels, the movies, better because they've fleshed out so much that's taken in here. I love them, so I'm really enjoying this watch through, but I am doing it in the chronological order for the first time.
How's that? Would you recommend that over watching it in order of release?
The problem is if you're binging, you have to stop and then look up and then go through every single time. So you can't autoplay it. But a lot of the time it'll be like, to start it off, it's 301, then 303, and then 1118, and then you go 101, 102, 103, 104. So it's like only a couple, and then it'll have a long run, and then it'll skip again. But,
yeah.
I haven't super noticed the order of it being chronologically told. I noticed more when you're starting to follow a storyline, then all of a sudden it's on Yoda, and then all of a sudden it's over with the clones again, and you're like, what?
Yeah, it does take a lot.
I'm so pumped for you.
Oh yeah. It's been great so far, and like one thing that I love, at least watching it in order of release, has been that the art style gets consistently better. Like it's a really pretty show. I had seen a lot of Rebels, and comparing the two is like, I love the way the Clone Wars develops as it goes on. I feel like it even looks more mature than Rebels does. But also the animation gets better, choreography gets better. It's been cool watching the show obviously have quality improvements or budget improvements that really pay off. Yeah. Also, George Lucas's daughter wrote a lot of it, which is really cool.
Oh, that's very cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
She wrote a bunch of episodes.
Hey, Amy, are we moving over to Bomb's Way for Q&A? Are you going to ask us some sexy questions?
Yeah, I am. I am. Yes, and we'll also get a Twitch question from you guys watching right now. But this one is from Bomber Backer Terry. Question is, what are 5 movies that had an impact on you and influenced who you've become today?
What a big question. Should we, for time's sake, maybe try to get it down to 1, unless anyone can rattle off 5? I can list, for me, probably Neverending Story, Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, Moulin Rouge, and Titanic? Maybe there, and that's literally just me pulling movies out of my butt that I feel like were very influential in my life in different phases of my life.
Nice.
Movies in my butt.
Odd shape. A lot of lube.
I think the movies that had the biggest influence and impact on me, The Princess Bride, number 1. Star Wars movies, absolutely. The OT trilogy had a huge impact on my life. They're probably, those movies probably had the biggest impact on my life. So that's technically 4 movies that I've just said. I'm sure there's another old school one, like The Labyrinth or...
Wait, did you say Willow?
Willow's so good.
So good. Willow's having a big impact on my life because if I ever have a daughter, I'm calling her Allura.
Nice.
Yeah. I like it. ALANAH, 5 movies?
Look, I don't watch a lot of movies. I only really caught up on all the greats more recently. Like I watched The Godfather, I think this year after, never having seen it. Pulp Fiction was really recent. Ghostbusters was really recent. So I just have, like I said, I play video games. I don't watch film and TV. So I have a tough time answering any of this, and my whole life has been that way. But I kind of want to say, and I feel like it's such an easy answer, and it's because of the time that it came out, the Harry Potter films.
Nice.
Everyone likes Harry Potter. Everyone read the books. It's not like it's an uncommon answer, but I feel like I very much aged alongside those films coming out. And I remember watching the final movie. It was my final year of high school, seeing it with my parents in the theater and just being like, oh my God, I can't believe this chapter that has spanned my entire childhood is ending at the same time that I'm leaving school. I'm hoping I'm remembering that year correctly, but I'm pretty sure I am. But it was just like this thing that I'd waited for the books year after year after year, and then waited for the movies year after year after year with everyone else, and just that it was just such an important cultural thing that I grew up alongside. I feel kind of similarly with The Lord of the Rings, to be honest, but yeah, that'd be my answer.
That's so interesting hearing that the movies were at the same age as you, because when the books were releasing, it was
books were the same age for my sister too, actually. I'm going to make sure that's right, though.
Yeah, books were the same age for my sister. And ALANAH, then I have to ask you, when kind of the whole story that is the Harry Potter verse as we know it ended, did that make you really sad? Because in a way it was like a part of your life chapter was ending?
Yeah, for sure. I just looked it up. So I graduated in 2010, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out in 2011. So it was literally right after I finished school. It felt like I was leaving my childhood behind. Like I was leaving this wizarding world behind of like school, and it's a series that focuses on being in school and then leaving. And I guess that movie not being in the school at the same year that I'm not in the school was just like a very weird cultural shift, I think. I don't know how it would have influenced me. I just remember being profoundly sad sitting in a movie theater watching those credits scroll in a way that no other movie has done that to me, just because of the investment of time and impact that series had on pretty much anyone who would have been my age, I think. It was weird.
Then you just listed 8 movies, so extra bonus question.
Yes,
extra bonus points for the question.
Yay!
Nailed it.
And then another quick question from the Catnip Ninja. What is your favorite American Office character?
Well, I'm going to say Dwight.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easy, but I really love him.
Beats.
Maude, do you have a favorite American Office character?
I don't watch it.
You've never seen it?
Ever?
I think I've seen it because a previous boyfriend was obsessed with it and always had it on, but I wasn't watching it.
What's Steve Carell's character's name?
Michael Scott.
He's so funny. I think he, as an actor, is hilarious. So his comedic timing on everything is so funny. That while I like Pam and I like Jim and I like Dwight, I like any scene with Steve Carell in it just makes me laugh out loud. So.
Except that Scott's Tots episode. Shout out to that episode.
Oh.
Scott's Tots.
Renji.
Not a good time.
Love it. Well, thank you guys in chat, and thank you all the Geek Bombers over on the Patreon for your questions. This was awesome. Thank you.
Really appreciate that one. We're going to wrap things up here, though. Next is going to be reading, so don't go anywhere because it is a full set with the PWR. We're going to have ALANAH back to talk about what she's reading at the moment, and it's pretty cool.